this video, I have my favorite MLB plays for Saturday 20th of 2026. Let's get right into it. First, we have Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Chicago Cubs in the second game of a three-game series. Toronto Blue Jays, 37-39, third in the AL East, versus Chicago Cubs, 40-36, third in the NL Central. The Chicago Cubs bring a 1-0 lead into the latest game of the series against the Toronto Blue Jays starting pitchers. The matchup features the Blue Jays left-hander Patrick Corbin, 4.57 ERA, facing Cubs right-hander Colin Rea, 5.35 ERA, which sets the stage for a potentially high-scoring affair. With the game being played in hitter-friendly conditions, fly balls could easily carry. The Blue Jays offense historically punishes fastballs, Rea's primary weapon, and yesterday's 16-2 shellacking shows the momentum is heavily tilted toward high-run production at Wrigley. The over-under for the Cubs versus Blue Jays game is set at 9 runs. This betting line reflects the highly explosive offenses both teams have shown, as well as the notable pitching matchups on the mound. The Cubs offense has been rolling, recently hanging 16 runs on 18 hits in the series opener. One Colin Rea has surrendered 3+ earned runs in most starts and maintains a 5.35 ERA. 2 Patrick Corbin's recent form is shaky, having allowed 11 runs over his previous 3 appearances. 3. The 9.5 run line is set low relative to the current pitching matchup and the hitter's success against these specific starters. The Blue Jays have a strong 22-7 record in games where they score 5 or more runs, pushing totals to the over. My first pick for this game is the total over 9.5 runs. Next, we have Washington Nationals, 39-37, third in the NL East, versus Tampa Bay Rays, 42-30, second in the AL East. Nationals, Cade Cavalli, 4-4, 3.98 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 81 strikeouts. Rays, Ian Seymour, 3-0, 4.93 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, 41 strikeouts. The Tampa Bay Rays will try to keep their 4-game home win streak alive when they play the Washington Nationals. Washington is 39-37 overall and 23-15 on the road. The Nationals rank second in the NL with 98 totals, home runs 1. Most books set the game total at 8.0 or 8.5, pricing the under as the value play against the 7.5 line. 2. The most recent game between these teams on June 19th finished with just 7 total runs. 3 Cade Cavalli has been relatively steady, logging multiple 5+ inning appearances with controlled run accumulation. Even with that being said, I still don't trust these pitchers will have enough to shut out a high-power offense like the Nationals, and with the line being so low at 7.5, I think they will have enough offense to push over projected total. My total pick for this game is over 7.5 runs. Next, we have the San Diego Padres versus Texas Rangers in Game 2 of 3-game series. The market is anchored to outdated data involving Nathan Eovaldi, but a major news break confirms Eovaldi has been scratched due to knee soreness and replaced by Mackenzie Gore in an expected pivot that tightens the pitching outlook. While Friday saw a high-scoring 9-7 game, Globe Life Field is statistically the most suppressive run environment in MLB this season, and the Padres offense remains the league's most anemic unit, 3.88 runs per game. With the line remaining at 7.5, the shift to a replacement starter typically flattens offensive output as teams recalibrate to a new look. One Nathan Eovaldi is officially scratched. Mackenzie Gore's rotation entry creates uncertainty that often results in lower early-inning scoring. 2 Globe Life Field remains a bottom-tier offensive environment, with unders hitting at a 2-to-1 rate this season, 21-10-1. 3. The Padres rank last in MLB in OPS, .656, and WOBA, .290, making them highly unlikely to carry the load for an over 7.5 count. I don't trust these pitching matchup one bit, therefore we are still going with the over. My total pick for this game is over 7.5 runs. Next, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Minnesota Twins in Game 2 of a 3-game series. Let's get to it. Gallen struggles at Chase Field point to over. Both starting pitchers, Zach Gallen, 5.35 ERA, and Taj Bradley, 4.14 ERA, have been shaky this month, with neither earning a win in their recent starts. Chase Field has remained a high-scoring environment, and with the total line sitting at 9.0 to 9.5, the market is slightly underestimating the potential for a blow-up from two pitchers who have combined for a significant recent run allowance. One, Zach Gallen, has a 5.35 ERA and 1.53 WHIP this season, showing a clear vulnerability that offenses are successfully exploiting. Two, Taj Bradley has struggled recently, allowing 13 runs over his last 15.2 innings pitched. Three, experts and quantitative models, such as Action Network projections, are leaning toward the over, seeing value at current numbers. With the Minnesota Twins being red hot with going over their projected totals carrying a 46-23 over record, making them 64% to go over the market total. Therefore, my total pick for tonight's game is over 9.5 runs. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Colorado Rockies. In the second game of a three-game series, the Pittsburgh Pirates will face the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. The altitude at Coors Field is known to significantly impact run totals. The current pitching matchup features Paul Skeens against Tomoyuki Sugano, who has a 4.54 ERA. Both teams have recently exhibited strong offensive performances, and the park's history of high-scoring games suggests that a total of 11 or more runs is highly likely, despite the individual quality of some pitchers. One, Coors Field. Thin air reduces air density and drag, historically causing balls to travel approximately 5% farther and reducing the break on pitchers' secondary offerings. Two, Tomoyuki Sugano enters with a 4.54 ERA and is coming off a start where he surrendered 6 earned runs in just 5 innings. 3. The Pittsburgh Pirates have trended toward the over in 16 of their last 22 games, showing offensive consistency. Therefore, my total pick for tonight's game is over 10.5 runs. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Baltimore Orioles in Game 2 of a 3-game series. I expect a high-scoring matchup tonight. The pitching matchup heavily favors the Orioles as Baltimore starter Trevor Rogers, 5.86 ERA, has struggled significantly on the road. Orioles away games often turn into high-scoring affairs. On the other hand, the Dodgers have a prolific offense and have been hitting the over position in recent games. Despite Yamamoto's individual strength, this is likely to be a high-scoring one. Trevor Rogers carries a 5.86 ERA into tonight's start and has struggled immensely away from home. 2. The Orioles allow on average 5.53 runs per game on the road, the second highest in the league. 3. Multiple betting models and recent game trends indicate that the over 8.5 is the preferred play for this specific matchup. Therefore, my pick for tonight's game is the total over 8.5 runs. Thanks for watching this video. For more sharp bets, join the Telegram link in my bio. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more future MLB Total picks. Follow me on Instagram at Diamondsportspicks. I'd also love to hear your opinion on today's total picks. Please drop a comment below.